What's up, Big Bear Nation? Welcome back to the homestead. So today we're back in the shop, so we're really not in the homestead. It's time for the tractor to get its latest service, which I think is going to be closer to the 200. They're going to check some of the things on the 100 and then get the 200 going. So we're here to get that done. Oh wow, you bent that, Jason?
I'm going to say that was Carol.
Wow.
Blaming on the person that ain't here.
I know, right? Holy crap, what did you do?
Not even defending me when she was blaming me with the coyote.
No, because it probably was you. Wow, what did you do? Eat something, because look at the other side. The other side's like straight up. Yeah.
Special tool here.
There you go, a special tool.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. I think they're in cahoots with the grease gun companies.
Yeah.
They get a kickback.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that one. Okay.
Same on the other side.
Yeah. Didn't have one? Or broke off?
It's such a weird place to think to put one because it breaks. It's like it breaks all the time.
That's so cool.
Number, installed a little grease on the seal. And we'll remove this one. Throw it on the floor.
There's all the oil.
Then we got magnets on this that catch any dirt or debris. So as you can see, there's a little magnetic off the clutches and different stuff. So we just check it, make sure there's nothing major on it. That's normal. Pop the new one on, torque her down. Get it snug and then quarter turn. Alright, that's all we need.
Ooh, look how dirty that is. Oh, you got a nest in there, honey.
We need to talk about maintenance, guys. I mean, this thing should be open periodically to check, see what's going on here.
There's eggs in there, Jason.
If this can't breathe, that can't breathe, we're gonna run hot. Now, let me ask you this: by me not keeping up with cleaning this,
Yes.
would that be the reason why that I gotta keep pushing that button for the carbon thing? Yes. If engine's running at a normal operating temperature, let's say 180 to 210. So if this thing's overheating because you can't breathe, radiators can't breathe, engine's going to overheat. Therefore, it's not going to burn off the carbon. It's not going to optimal fuel air ratio, and it's not actually going to burn off everything. So you get more carbon in it. So it would cause it, not tremendously, but it would. You know, your engine starts overheating. It ain't good for it.
Yeah.
If it was a cab tractor, I mean, your air would quit working. If it's a cab tractor, you got a condenser over here that air blows across, so and then an evaporator in the roof that the air comes off of. So if this thing gets over a certain temperature, builds up pressure, it'll actually blow your freon out of your compressor. So now you got to come in, get that cleaned out, and get new freon put in. So
That's a big check.
Yeah.
But you know, anytime you power steering cooler here, so if that's all clogged up now, power steering fluid's heating up, pump's heating up, veins are burning. So it'll cause
besides
internal failure.
taking this off,
Yeah.
right, and sliding it out.
Right. So it should slide right out.
Yeah.
You can see the dirt caked in here on these.
Look on it.
Yeah.
So how do do I just hit it with a pressure washer then?
The
Or a
best
water
thing,
hose?
if you hit it with a pressure washer and bend these fins, you know, these are just aluminum fins, so if you hit it with a pressure washer, fold them down, now you're even
That's
worse than dirt in
worse,
there 'cause
yeah.
you can't breathe.
Okay.
The best thing to do is every time you use it, if it's a dusty situation where you come off the tractor, you take a shower and it's orange in the tub, you know it's way too dirty for that tractor. It's the same way. So the best thing to do is take a hose on this side first, flush it back through, because half this dirt's almost, you got 2 and 4 coil radiators that have pipes running down this way and fins this way. So most of the dirt hits and stops about a quarter of the way in. So if you try to force it on in, now you compact it, you got a mud brick in the middle of it. So it's best to rinse it out from here first. Rinse it out, just take a regular hose pipe with the end off and just, you'll see water coming out this side, be brown and it turns clear, you know it's clean. And you can watch it as it comes out the radiator where it's at. So just rinse it off real good there and then spray all this out.
I just plumb forgot about that.
If you just, at least once a week, like if you use it real heavy, just once a week, pop that open, rinse it out, check your oil, and you'll be good to go. If you wait 6 to 8 months like this, we have had to take the radiators completely out. Take them
I'll be
over
honest, I've
there.
never done it. I've never done it. I completely forgot about that part.
Yeah.
You know, you go out in the morning, the field's wet, you got moisture on it, so it kind of sucks a little bit of moisture in. You got dirt and moisture.
The only time
Mud
it's
pipes.
the only time if it's been done is if they did it with the 50 hour.
Yeah. We always open them up, check them, and do them. Air filters, people complain about our air filters sometimes, but you know, just like you got to breathe. If you can't breathe, then it's sucking all this dirt in the engine, combustion chambers, and burning. So we take a filter out here. We'll do it like this on the ground.
Tap it. Yeah.
And if the whole thing looks like that, I'm gonna replace your filter. If just a little bit comes out like that, you're good to go. Like this one, I wouldn't replace. I just kind of clean it.
But you
If
said,
it's
like, even with the canine, you said that every once in a while, if you want to do that, it's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah.
Just
But
take it
don't,
Yeah.
but don't hit that with a
With an air
pressure
hose.
or air hose or anything because it's
that's
paper on
paper
the
right there.
inside.
out. Okay.
If I take
So
150 pound of air and blow through this, it's gonna knock holes in.
yeah,
Right.
And then
it's
you
the same
get
thing.
everything in there.
Yeah.
And we've seen people change their air filters. Oh, my tractor ain't running right. Well, air comes in here and out this. If you put it in this way, air comes in.
Nowhere.
You see them like that, you get it in here, you got air filters in
Wrong
back.
way. You got it in
That
backwards.
would be.
And I like that. You see that little thing at the bottom down there? It
Yeah,
Let's-
all that dust I just knocked off right there.
Yeah.
If you just do that every once in a while, dust collect in there.
Yeah.
And it'll just kind of fall at the bottom.
You
That's
can
what
just
that's for,
pinch
just
that
max.
and it'll let some of the dirt out.
Let
So when
dirt
you
out.
clean the rest of that stuff out, you can just
Keep dirt
squeeze
knockers
that and
out.
it'll get the dirt out too.
So the filter we just changed was for the hydrostat filter. This filter right here, same fluid, but it's for your power steering system. It both dumps into the same reservoir in the back. This one filters the stuff coming out of the power steering. The yellow filters right the back.
Okay. That's when you gotta replace
You
it.
have to replace it next. Both hydrostat filters will be changed. Something moved.
The gas can. That's the problem. You got that. Yeah, there it goes.
Don't give you much room in there to work.
The mount right there where the gas goes is not great right there.
You'll hand me that filter there. I hate to make you
Where's
work
it
on
at?
the seat right here on the
Oh,
tip.
right here. I see it.
Just trying to get out of your way.
Your tip will reflect.
Tell them I gotta do part of your job.
Yep.
Take part of your money. Want an O-ring?
Uh-huh. See that?
We just want to make sure you get them all out there.
Yeah, because you got to put the new one. The new one has one, right?
Right.
Yeah.
For some reason, my hands are all slippery.
I can't imagine why. Makes that quarter turn a little bit more difficult.
Yeah. you under here, just check all your linkages, anything that moves, anything that's got a pin in it, make sure everything's still free working, that binding up, the wires are pinched. So while we're under here. These little testers, you can get them pretty much anywhere, but they pretty much do everything. Back in the day, you had a carbon pile tester you'd put on and load it, and it'd heat up little elements and measure it, but these new ones are all electronic. So just hit enter here. We're doing a battery test, cranking, everything. So battery test, enter. Flooded battery, yes. Cold cranking amps, yes. And what we say, 690. 690. Where you at there? You can kind of see it right there. So we'll go down to 690 and hit enter. And it'll do its thing. So the health's 100%, charge is 100%, you're good to go. Awesome. Level's full there. I can see it's a little green, that stuff we put in there. So
That's just antifreeze, right?
yeah. If this one's empty right here, I'd top it off and then I'd put it right here on kind of low level, but since that one's full, you got just a hair in there. So as the tractor heats up, it pushes fluid past the pressure cap. Anything over, what, 16, 19 pounds, it'll push it out here, flow in here, and store it. Then as the tractor cools off, it'll suck this back in the radiator for room expansion, traction. This thing gets full, it dumps it down this tube, throws it out the bottom of your tractor.
Cool.
Unless there's a dirt dauber's nest built in, and then it'll just be green all the way up through here.
What are you doing? Messing with the brake?
Yeah, so the brakes, it's catching when it's way down here.
Okay.
So, say when you put the park brake on, it wasn't holding on the rollback, so usually it's about right here where you want it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's got quite a bit of give.
A
Gotcha.
little bit. So loosen this up, locking that up, and then tighten this one.
I gotcha. Well, that's fairly easy to fix.
Yeah.
Just gotta know what you're fixing.
It's about what you want. See
Okay.
resistance about a little bit past the first pedal.
Gotcha. Okay. Put that back in spot now. Fix it in place.
We're pretty consistent. You.
Yeah. Not the same.
So that's the brake free play adjustment. Of course, we can't do a clutch free play adjustment on a hydrostat.
No.
If they don't have one.
Because then have one.
If you do one, then I'm gonna need to see what you're doing. Fuel filter here has got a sight glass on it. We'll change that over to here, which is a pain sometimes. So
Okay.
we'll see how it goes.
Let me see that real quick. Oh, that's okay. Let's see that. The glass there. Or plastic, whatever that is. Ooh.
That's $14 right there.
$14.
You see that? It's got that reservoir on it.
Yeah, a little sight glass, that's got to go on that one. Change that over to fair sometimes. This on this edge.
Mm-hmm. The strong part, yeah.
And then we're going to grab this plastic with pliers, which is frowned upon. But we're not actually clamping on it, we're just catching on these
Little divots there, yeah.
Just so we can
Little resistance, yeah. There
control
you
the turn
go.
on it.
There you go.
Yeah, we're not squeezing this thing and we'll break and crack it.
Yeah. You're just grabbing it so it'll nest on those plastic notches there. I see.
I like the way you use the word nest because you had a nest in your radiator.
You're so funny.
Got a big old ring here. Squeeze it around.
You get a new one. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Got plenty of oil on my hands, so that shouldn't be a problem.
There you go.
That's the fun part.
Putting the bag on.
Is that hard to get back on?
Well, 9 times out of 10, if you don't keep downward pressure on it equal all the way around, that O-ring will pop out the side and you'll pinch it. Can't tell you how many I've pinched and changed out, so that's why I kind of put it in the vise loosely, but just to keep some kind of control on it.
Yeah.
And this is your fuel in the water sensor. It comes on.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if y'all looked at these, but it's basically just 2 wires here, and then these 2 little screws there. Whenever you got fuel on it, it's a different resistance than if you got water on it. So the ECU, the computer's reading resistance, saying, hey, is it whatever the value is? If I see this, I know it's something other than fuel. So it comes on. Of course, it's got a gasket on it as well. Make sure we didn't lose it. Yeah, so it's a pretty big little gasket there.
Yeah.
If you lose that, it'll be sucking air.
Making a bad
dripping.
Yeah.
I've seen some where they didn't leak when it's sitting there, but when you fired the tractor up, it would suck air in there and cause it to run rough.
Mm.
So people lost them and all that. Well, O-ring's there because it ain't leaking, but it's sealed up, so it's sucking air. It's leaking. You just want a 1/4 inch deflection.
Okay. Yeah.
About what we got there.
Nothing's moving.
Good on it.
That's good.
They probably adjusted at 50 hours.
Probably.
Which we do now, because 200 hours almost too long. If you hear it squeaking and
Oh yeah.
overheating,
Yeah.
AC.
Like WD-40?
Mhm.
Ain't gonna hurt them all. You can get one of these stuck and have to fight it.
Not fun.
Or like a charm.
Huh.
And how often should I do that? Because that bucket really is never gonna come off unless I get a grappler or
Right.
like I don't even
if
know if that
nothing else,
stump grinder would work on it.
You know, once a month, just work them in and out. Just open them, close them, would be better than nothing.
Yeah.
So these orange ones are your field plugs. You see anything with orange plugs, usually your drain plug, field plug is something you can look at.
Okay.
So technically you would take this one out, fill it here till it ran out, but I think this one has a dipstick on here, not just a vent tube. I don't think that thing's ever been out.
No, it hasn't. At least not if I was supposed to do it.
But this is a closed system here, so if you're not seeing a leak, you're not seeing a bunch of goo and debris everywhere, you should be alright. So that don't have one on it. Right here, halfway up, so you can take this field plug out, and if it runs out, you're good. If it don't run out, if it's just a hair under it and you add to it and then it runs out, you put it back in, you're good.
Gotcha.
Or you can take this thing and stick it in the hole, put your finger, clamp it off right there, pull it back up, so we're right here. If you put that kind of close right there, we dead on that hole.
Okay.
So
you're
just
good.
kind of eyeball, yeah.
Okay.
If you've got grease in there, you know, if it's, you ain't got to be dead on. If it's kind of close, because it's going to run down, it just bathes the bottom of the ring and pinion gear there. As it turns, it'll sling it where it needs it, and then it runs down in here and it'll use what it needs here. Checked all the connections on the hoses, all the clips, just give them a turn with my hand, trying to make sure everything's loose and seated. So factory puts it on 8 Newton meters, and 2 years later it vibrates loose. So but everything seems to be pretty good. So we'll check the wheel torques and wash it off. Should be good.
Should be good to go. Awesome.
So some people just torque them, mark them like that. But if that's right here and you walk by, you can't see it.
Yeah.
So I kind of put one about 1 inch out and then like that.
There
So that
you
way
go.
if it's upside down, you can still see, hey, that's going in the right direction.
Gotcha.
It's pretty low pressure here, so you don't ever want to use a pressure washer on your
Hard
radiator.
pressure, right? Yeah.
So I'm just trying to fan it a little bit.
see it coming out.
Oh, you put it back.
You can see that.
Here, see. Back.
Because I think I did hit a nail with this one.
Yeah. Got 7 pounds in there. That ain't gonna go on that cap on.
No, I don't think so.
Alright, so this one's got 18 pounds in it.
All right, so there we go. We had another service on Michonne. Went through. We did the 200-hour service. We're going to be doing a 200-hour review on our tractor and a 100-hour review on the K9.
Yes.
Here
Pretty soon.
Pretty soon coming up. And but I you know, I wasn't here for the first time that Eric worked on the tractor. I was at Emmaus, but I absolutely love the fact that Eric has absolutely no problem answering questions, breaking everything down, showing me everything. Like he showed me some grease fittings that I was missing.
And no judgment.
And no judgment. Yeah. He said everybody misses those.
Yep.
He says I'm just happy that you do grease.
Yep.
And you know, he saw the bird's nest. You know, that's my fault. I absolutely forgot about that part.
Yep.
Doing it, but you know, he showed us how to basically kind of clean that out, use the water hose and everything. He showed us about the little legs on the bucket. And so now I think they're going to weld some hooks or bolt some hooks onto the bucket for us
Before we get it back.
Before we get it back. And so he did
fantastic, isn't he?
Yeah. He's very thorough.
Very thorough. If there's something that's not right, he's gonna catch it, and I love that.
You know, and it's like you almost want to just attach the GoPro to his head because we weren't, you know, there were some things that he was just, I was sitting back watching him and he was just checking and like. When I'm talking about thorough, I mean thorough. He was like, I watched him do the tensioning on the belts. He went around. He put his hands all over the car, over the tractor. And so that's just phenomenal. You know, just like with the K9 when he caught that thing with the alternator. You know, and that's because he does go through and he puts his hands on
everything.
Absolutely everything. And look at him. He's fixing to fix the bend.
Even like, it's funny because even.
Turn the camera around. Look at this.
I'm telling you, like.
Where else?
I mean, that's not messing with the function of the thing at all, right?
No,
but like,
no. And look, and before y'all even in the comments say, well, they're doing that level of treatment because of your YouTube channel, I'm gonna call BS because I've sat here and watched them do above and beyond with other people's. Our tractor wasn't the only tractor in there. And so as I was watching as Robin was filming, each one of their technicians are going above and beyond and doing stuff and making sure that they're cleaning behind and wiping the grease off after they grease the
and
fittings.
those people are not sitting in here watching their tractors being worked on. They're not here, so.
And they don't have a YouTube channel either. So that's when I tell everybody that we did not buy the Kioti because of the paint or because of the name being a tractor. We bought it because of the service that we get here at Steck.
That's right.
And they go above and beyond. And again, I cannot say enough nice things. So if you're anywhere close to this area and you're looking for a tractor, skid steer, bush hog, any type of implement for the back of your tractor, come here because they're extremely transparent. Their integrity is off the chain, and their service level of service that you're going to get is off the chain.
And even more so, they service other tractors. Like I'm looking over there, there's, you know, Massey Ferguson, there's a John Deere. I mean, they've got all kinds. They would do work on any kind of tractor.
Yeah.
So it's not just, Steck is not just about buying a Kioti tractor. They do service on all kinds of stuff. So
and look, and let's just be honest. They told me they will deliver. So even if you're not in this area and you want to come and you want an honest dealer to sell you the tractor that you honestly need, give these guys all, hit that link in the description to get to their stuff, and you won't be dissatisfied at all.
All right, well.
So we're done with this one, and so until the next video, thanks for coming by the Big Bear Homestead.
God bless.
And have a nice day.